Good morning, my dear children. All of you are thinking ma'am came with this grammar class again. So no need to worry, my dear children. This one is the last chapter of your second term. I mean to say your final term examination, your annual term. This is the last chapter. It's tenses. So, so it may come to your mind that ma'am, what is tenses? What is ma'am today talking about? First, I want to tell you one thing. You are in class 3 now, my small children. So, first I want to tell you about the verbs. Do you remember what are verbs? So, all of them are raising their hand. Yes, ma'am, we know what a verb is. So, a verb, what is a verb? So, when we are defining verb, it is this. Verb is a doing word or action word. So, what is a verb? A verb is a doing word or an action word. So, you know, oh ma'am, we know that nickname of verb, that doing word, action word. Like dance, play, sing, write, so many words are there. Now, what is this relation with the verb and the tenses? It may come to your mind that what is this relation of the verb and the tense? So, my dear children, I want to teach you, I want to tell you one thing, you know. That suppose, if I take the example of a word, you love this word, jump. You'll jump a lot. My small children, jump. So, what this jump is? It's a verb, doing word, action word. This is jump. Now, the question is that yesterday, you know ma'am, what happened? One of my friend Mohit, he jumped yesterday. So, Mohit jumped yesterday. Yesterday ma'am, we had a fight. You know Mohit, what Mohit did? He jumped on the bench. And ma'am, he disturbed the class. I know my dear children, you all are missing the school a lot, your friends a lot. Let's take the example of this. Mohit jumped yesterday. And you know ma'am, he is not a bit shamed. What he did, you know, today also he is trying to jump. Mohit jumps today. Then, another one sentence. And ma'am, you know, he's such a naughty boy. After telling a lot of things to him also, you warned him a lot. We told him, Mohit, don't do this, don't jump on the bench. Still, ma'am, he repeated the same thing. Today also he did the same thing. And you know, ma'am, tomorrow also he will do the same thing. Mohit will jump tomorrow. See, Mohit will jump tomorrow. This, ma'am, we know this. So, when we talk about this, the word jump, this is the base form of the verb, jump. When Mohit jumped yesterday, that you know the action already, it took place yesterday. So, this one is known as past action. Okay. Past action, jumped. Now, Mohit jumps today. So, it tells the time also that when this action is taking place. So, this one is the present action. And will jump. See this? Will jump. So, this is the future action. So, this is the future action because it will take tomorrow, okay? So, will, you are using the word will before the word jump. So, this past action means the past tense. Present action means the present tense. And the future action means the future tense. So, these are the three forms of the tense, okay? First, it's not given in your book, but you should know it. What tense is? Tense, it's a form of verb which tells about the time. So the verb which indicates time of action, that is known as a tense. Okay, so it's a very important part of the lesson, verb. Okay, now this thing I think so is clear to you. So when I talked about Mohit, so you should, the things which you should learn very nicely, my dear children, that is the different forms of the tenses, and what the base form of the verb, this jump, it changes to the different forms. When it is in the past tense, it becomes jumped. When this jump is in the present form, it becomes jumps, and when it is in the future form, it will be will jump. So this you should keep in your mind very nicely. Okay, you are in class 3, so only this much is very much, I think so. You should know it. I'm giving some examples of the chapter. You just see it. Okay, and when the present form comes in the verb, you will see that will always comes with the base form of the verb. And if the word is I and we, then this will changes to shall. I shall, we shall. Okay, then. So I'm going for the chapter like this. You have to just know what tense. First you have to pick out the verb. To know the tense, first what you have to do, you have to pick out the verb from the sentence, and after that what you have to do, you have to go for the form. Which form of the verb is it? Okay, when the action is taking place. So please open your book to page number 68, my dear children. See this very nicely. She never tells a lie. So this tells is in the present tense. Arpita will take her lunch. And in the present form of the verb, we see that an S is added. S is added to it. Okay. You know it very nicely. First person, second person, third person, singular, plural. In your first term, the chapters I taught you very nicely. Those rules you have to keep in mind. Okay. Then, Arpita will take her lunch. Will take. So the base form of the verb is there and the supporting will is there. Then it will be future tense. We shall go to swim. Again shall. See, I told with I and we it will be shall. So we shall go to swim. This is future tense. Farmers work in the fields. Work, it's a present tense, because when they is there, why it is farmers work in the field? Because first of all, it is in the plural form, farmers. Third person plural form, it will be always it will be that they work in the field. Farmers means if you omit the farmers, it will be they. They work in the field, and they is for the third person plural. Okay, then see. You go to school regularly. Go is in the present tense. They promised to help us. Promised, ed is added with the base form of the word promise. Then it becomes past tense. She brought a pen. You know, brought is the past form of bring. Okay, so it is also in the past tense. Sarita sang very sweetly. Sang. The past form of the word sing is sang. So it is also in the past tense. So my dear children, this whole exercise, first you do it yourself. You try to do it yourself. I will, of course, I sent all the exercises in your assignment. You will collect it. But first, you try to do it yourself. Okay, go for the examples, see, and very good, my dear children. You have to go for the definitions also. Learn it very nicely. It's given over here very nicely. Okay. Tenses are different verb forms. See over here. Tense of a verb tells us the time when the action takes place. So what is the tense of a verb? Tense of a verb tells us the time when the action takes place. What are the three kinds of tenses in English? Present, past, future. I may give the questions like this from here. So you have to learn this by heart. Okay. Then, see this one. Fill in the blanks using the present tense forms of the verbs given in brackets. Our teacher. Our teacher means the teacher is in the singular form. So it will take the verb es. Okay. When it is in the present tense. Our teacher teaches us grammar in the last period. My grandmother, also a singular over here. So the verb, you will add an S to it. My grandmother tells me stories at night. Our parents love us. Parents means they. They love us, not they loves us. They love us because it lies in the third person plural. So our parents love us. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Not gets up. I always with the base form. Okay, no S should be added over there. Then she looks at the roses. Looks. She is in the singular form, third person singular form. So it is always she looks at the roses. My grandmother prays early in the morning. Grandmother, singular. So it is prays early in the morning. She prays early in the morning. If you take like this, then prays. The dog barks at Rita's mother and father. Dog, it barks. It is in the singular form, third person singular form. A train runs on rails. So like this, many sentences are over here. If I tell you everything, then you will not do it yourself. You have to do it yourself, okay? And this thing you will get in your assignment, my dear children. First you will do it yourself. After that you will get in your assignment. And for your homework, it will be this one I'm giving you. Homework, page 68, exercise A. This will be for your homework. And my dear children, I want all of you to submit, the persons who are living near our schools, but it's possible for you to submit the copies. Then on Saturday, positively I want all my children's copy to be submitted in the school between 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You have to submit the copies, and the copy should be the school's one. It should be the school's copy, okay? Not the copy you will buy it from outside and you will do it. Okay, it is going beyond the norms of the school. You have to buy the copies from the school stationery, and from there you have to do the homework in that school's copy. Okay, my dear children, I want to see that positively 90% of the students, I want to see the copies with the homework done. Okay, I don't want to hear any excuses. Please submit the copies in the school. And for the children, it's not possible because they are living far away. It's not possible to come and submit in the copies in the school. For them, I will send the assignment to you. You check it from there. Okay, my dear children. So bye until then, and in the next class, I'll send the other assignments to you. Okay, my dear children. So bye bye. Stay safe in your house.